Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1.
Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast. On a beautiful Wednesday, a sunny, a warm Wednesday here from the DSP Media Podcast Studios in Dallas. I'm IndyCarTim, joined alongside Mr. Johnny the Gerber, PGA of America member John Gerber, live from Florida.
Not yet. I'm not in Florida yet. I'm still in South Carolina.
In Florida today.
Florida tomorrow. Hilton Head, South Carolina till tomorrow morning.
Johnny's East Coast Tour 2024.
It's good. I mean, it's good. The golf's not very good yet, but it's certainly the weather is fantastic. We had a great last couple of days. Yesterday was Coldplay and golf, trying to get prepped up a little bit for a little charity.
Wait, did you just say you saw Coldplay yesterday? He said it was a little Coldplay?
Yeah, a little bit. A little cold.
Oh, Coldplay golf.
You don't want me to start singing Coldplay, do you? You want me to start singing Coldplay?
I hope you don't know any Coldplay. To be
Lights will guide you home.
I mean,
that's right.
I don't know. Is that a Coldplay song? Because I couldn't tell you. I don't like know one single song by Coldplay. No, because I'm not a 14-year-old girl.
No, that's Taylor Swift.
That too.
You're a Swiftie. You know you're a Swiftie.
They're the same person. Coldplay and Taylor Swift are the same person.
So Chris Martin and Taylor Swift are the same.
I don't know who the F Chris Martin is. Is that a Coldplay? Is he Coldplay?
He's Coldplay. He is the lead singer of Coldplay.
Oh, it's a band? I thought it was a dude.
No, it's good. No,
it's not. So, don't say it's good. Look, if you like Coldplay, that probably means that you like Nickelback, which probably means. Nickelback. Oh, Jesus! All right, of course you do. Wish I had Carrie's drop about like.
I know. I was just getting ready to say. I was hoping you would play that.
I purged all of those when they got fired.
Okay. They didn't get fired. They decided to go a different direction.
Fired their asses. They're gone.
Whatever.
Never hear another show from them on our network ever again.
That's not true, but okay.
Get hung up on now, you idiot. A lot of P1s will know what that references to. Right. So Johnny, coming off of an incredibly eventful and exciting Players Championship, we didn't get a chance to recap that on Monday because I don't know, pretty much everything in your life takes priority over the show.
That's not
true.
So
we couldn't do a show.
Well, here's why.
You had to go get your toenails clipped or something. I don't know what it was.
I was traveling, so that was one of the excuses that the people who really, a lot of the people like this show. And Monday, if we really would have done a show, we would have probably lost them all because I would have said so many curse words that we would probably, I know, but I was so frustrated. We had everyone in the world except Scotty Scheffler. Everyone in the world. We had so many opportunities to make money, and we just in this turd. And I hate saying that because Scotty Scheffler's no one dislikes Scotty Scheffler except for you.
Scheffler.
But anyone that really knows him doesn't dislike him, right? But Scotty, you did make the list. You did make the list because you messed up my money. You messed up my money, and I'm upset. You got to make it up. It's a long year. So I'm just letting you know, I'm gonna get Pops out at Royal Oaks to say, hey man, give me some of that money. Pops takes care of everything out at Royal Oaks. Good friend of mine. And you know what's so funny about Scotty Scheffler?
Nothing.
He told me even before his first year on the Corn Ferry Tour. He told me, he said, there's a kid that's coming up that's better than anyone that's ever came through Royal Oaks. And you're talking Justin Leonard. We can't say that name, but we're going to for this reference. Colt Knost, all these kids from Dallas that grew up at Royal Oaks. He told me 5 years ago, he said, this kid is better and he's going to be number one in the world and dominating. I said, Pops, I love you to death, but I don't think you know what you're talking about. So he's right. Pops is right. Eddie, just your Pops is right. No matter if it's your dad Pops or Popsicle or Lollipop, it's all right. It's all right. And he was. He certainly was.
I got to mark all of that you just said. So, yeah, for those that didn't follow along, Johnny had Scotty Scheffler as one of his winners.
No, I didn't.
He also had – huh? I'm sorry. Xander Schauffele as one of his winners. And he had Brian Harmon as his ham sandwich or his long shot. It was going off at 80-1 or something?
70-1.
70, something ridiculous, yeah. And Scott, and look, they were, one of them was going to win it. Oh, and by the way, on mine, I had Wyndham Clark as my winner.
You did.
One of us was going to win, right? Somehow, some way, one of us was going to win. Except Scotty Scheffler came along.
64 in the last round is pretty damn good. But listen, you didn't have to do it at my expense. I mean, come on, dude.
What do we ever do to you? I mean, I bad talk you all the time.
We're local guys. We're local Dallas guys. I mean, if you want to mess people up, go mess the people that in LA up. The people that are coming and messing up Dallas, mess them up first before you mess up my money.
Please just do something.
But in all serious aside, I mean, what a if the people that just a casual fan of golf, you watch that, you have to be a fan of golf now, not just casual, because how great viewership that was for that golf tournament was incredible. Like, and all the drama.
And don't tell me, by the way, all of you idiots out there that are supporting the other thing, don't tell me that what you saw on Sunday was watered down golf. No. Because there's other names that aren't there. That is the biggest crap of horse shit I've ever heard in my life.
That is true.
That the tour's watered down now. We don't have any good golfers. There's no good names. If Rory wins his career Grand Slam, it's going to have an asterisk next to it because that is the bunch of horse hockey, man.
That was the dumbest thing I've done. And we talked about this before.
Yeah, we did.
That comment of Taylor Gooch was
that's why I didn't mention his name. There's other people saying that too, right? Not just Taylor. The Gooch. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the guys we have on tour. There's names. There's big names, and these are the guys I'd rather watch these guys anyway. Not to get into a live golf rant, but anyway, we've got an equally fine tournament with another really good group of guys teeing off tomorrow at Innisbrook, Copperhead, and Palm Harbor. It is the 2024 Valspar Championship as Taylor Moore attempts to defend his title there. Good group of guys. It is a par 71, which is still to me unstable. I don't know why we can't just make a par 72 on every course. It makes no sense to me. That makes about as much sense as playing in Mexico to me. I don't get it. I don't understand.
I mean, I love both, but go ahead.
It is 7,000. It's going to be playing 7,340 yards with an $8.4 million purse. By the way, Scotty Scheffler won $4.5 million. On Sunday because Wyndham Clark lipped out a putt on 17 to tie. Wyndham Clark would have won in a playoff. I'm telling you right now, Wyndham Clark would have beaten him in a playoff.
They all had chances. Xander Schauffele does what Xander Schauffele does. He does. He's a coward. He might replace Coward Murakawa. He might.
Right.
The only reason he isn't because I'm not really attracted to his girlfriend like I am Coward Murakawa's. So he's not really going to get to the top of that list. But that being said, I mean, we were texting back and forth during the tournament. It's like, look at him. He's gooning himself. The guy had one bogey in 3 rounds, and he had four bogeys in the last round. Like, dude,
right.
You can't close. You got to closer. You got to close. I mean, you had every opportunity in the world to close. Can we just talk about Valspar? Can we talk about Valspar, please? Because you see how red my face is getting? You see how my face is getting red because I'm boiling. That's why we didn't do a Monday show. It was too soon. No,
that's when we need to do a show is when you are fire engine red and red hot. Your face looks like a beet.
Man.
Head Johnny.
Man. Man.
We got Beat Head Johnny on the show today. Your face is red right now, man. You should see your face.
I know. I'm fired up. See, I told you, man, my blood pressure is through the damn roof.
Take some blood pressure medication right now. Go get your lisinopril.
Got heart palpitations.
I'm going to fax you some lisinopril. Can you do that? Fax medicine?
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Fax you some lisinopril.
Said it like liquid paper, and you send it to me, and then I'll just like put water on it and drink it. Or
melt it. Yeah, just melt it off the fax.
Acid, like acid.
Oh God, we're stupid. Johnny, it's Innisbrook, the Copperhead course. Tell us a little bit about the course characteristics, the playability of it, how it's going to play this weekend with the weather.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of the hardest tests on the PGA Tour, and I'm surprised. Even though it's a par 71, you should love this place because rarely double digits wins this thing. Obviously it's supported fantastic in the Tampa area. It's a little north of Tampa and Palm Harbor. It's been a staple on the PGA Tour for a long time. There's 2 golf courses there, the Copperhead and then the Island course. They play the Copperhead, and it's the notorious Snake Pit. So it's kind of like the Bears Trap down in when they played a few weeks ago, and the Snake Pit. But this is a brutally difficult golf course. I've played it many times. They've hosted many events there, and man, you just have to be a ball striking machine to play out here. I mean, misses is a re-tee. It really is, and it's going to get you in trouble. There's a lot of water out there. There's a lot of opportunities to make some really big numbers. And you're going to look at this week. The guys who are the best ball strikers are certainly going to have an opportunity. But unfortunately, I know the tour guys love going to this event. They're treated fantastic. The weather is always usually great. As up and coming Tampa is becoming as a city and hospitality, the guys like going there. The only rub is it just fits so poorly in the schedule.
Right.
I'm hoping if they still have some elevated field events, this will get it next year. But it just fits really bad in the schedule for these guys, especially coming off the Players Championship, 2 weeks prep for the Masters, and it's not even close to the type of golf course that they're going to play at Augusta. So, like I said, unfortunately, it's just a bad fit in the schedule. But I know the guys love it, and I'm just telling you, you're going to watch and you're going to see in our card a little bit later is. The guys who are ball strikers are really going to have a chance, and the guys are playing well are also. You can't go in this golf course and fake it. You can't go in and fake it. If your game is not on, your ball striking is not on, you're out. You're going down. You're going to Hooters down the road, and you're going to have yourself some drumlets, and it's whatever you like at Hooters. I've never been there, but whatever you like at Hooters, that's what you're going to get.
All right. You took me to Hooters for the first time in my life. What are you talking about?
Where are we at?
Clearwater.
No, we weren't.
Not this week.
Oh, okay.
So you mentioned the signature events. Do you think we're headed somewhere different along those lines for next year? Or are they going to mess it up like they did this year?
It all is predicated on the merger, right, with the Live Golf Tour. I mean, I think they'll get rid of some of the signature events, and the guys that they won't be called signature events. However, they're trying to do it. I mean, there's so many moving parts to this damn thing. Who knows, really? I mean, I know a lot of those guys stayed over to have a meeting. I know Tiger came up. I know Rory there. I think all the policy board guys stayed after the Players.
Why was Patrick Cantlay there? What does he have to do with
He's on the policy board.
All right. I'm going to get him taken off.
You should.
I'm going to write a strongly worded letter.
Yeah. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't make decisions on anything, really, to be honest with you. His gear is terrible too. He has some terrible gear. But I think really that what potentially can happen is they'll have a lot of the combined events. They'll have maybe potentially 2 tours, and they'll have combined events, and they won't be signature events, but they'll just be whatever they want to call them.
Right.
So all these guys can play. So I think that's just one of the options that they're talking about from what I hear through the grapevine and my connections. And hopefully, man, Innisbrook is one of them. I really, really think so, man. It's just, I really firmly believe this is the most underrated tournament on the PGA Tour. I think it's the most underrated golf course on the PGA Tour. And like I said, man, these guys love come here. It's just, unfortunately, where it fits in the schedule doesn't fit for a lot of guys.
So we are 3 weeks away from the first major of the season, the 2024 Masters. Guys are making their final preparations, getting their swings in order. A bunch of guys not here this weekend, but regardless, it's still a really good. It's going to be a really good field.
It's a nice field, yeah.
Yeah, probably better than what I anticipated seeing here. But a lot of the players, like look, last week's runner-up, we just talked about him, Xander Schauffele. Held the 54-hole lead last weekend and couldn't get it done. He's going to be here. He's going to want to bounce back. Justin Thomas is going to want to bounce back from last week. Jordan Spieth is going to want to bounce back from last week. They all missed the cut, or both of them missed the cut of the Players last weekend. And man, especially JT, it seems like he's fallen back into some of the stuff that he had going on last year with his performance just this past week. From what I saw in the first couple of rounds,
boy, his misses were really bad,
so bad.
And I think him not having his dad out there traveling with him week to week to kind of check on things, I think that's really hurt him. But man, you can't have the misses that JT has missed. I mean, and we talked about this a week. That's why we didn't pick him for the Players the week before.
Yeah.
Some of those shots look like you would hit. I mean, seriously, and those aren't good. That's not good.
They're not good.
It's not good.
Poor Justin. I feel for him now.
For a tour player to hit it low left, hook it, and then hit that, soft chocolate out to the right, that's the same miss in golf, right? So it's just stuck and underneath and hanging back, and I could go through a million different scenarios as a coach and talk to you about that. But it's not good. It's not good for a tour player, and we talk about this all the time. When you have a two-way miss as a tour player, man, and not in which that is the kiss of death, absolutely kiss of death for a tour guy. So, like I said, Jordan Spieth, again, we said this when we previewed. He said he's going to win the golf tournament, or he's going to miss the cut, or it ain't going. He's hitting it so bad. He's hitting it, and I'm just, as much as I like Jordan, I do. Man, you just put a muzzle on yourself. Dude, you're talking yourself out of things. I really think, I'm a big Cameron McCormick fan, as coach for years. I think he needs a different eye. I really do. And that's, if anybody on the PGA Tour needs hear a different voice, it's just too much, man. And you've tried this experiment for so long and trying to change. Maybe you need to call 614-406-0175. And I'll take care of you, Jordan, because I know what's going on in your golf swing, and you just need to hear a little different voice. You really do. And sometimes for these guys, how fickle and weird they are, that's just sometimes that you need.
Did you just give your phone number out on the air?
Yeah, I'm getting ring right now. Hey, how you doing?
That's probably not a very good idea.
Edit.
Colby's in there laughing at you.
That's all right. People can call me. It's okay. I get a million phone calls a day.
I know you do. That's why you never answer mine. That's okay.
That's all right.
So JT, 6 trips to Innisbrook. He's claimed 5 top 20s, including a T3 back in 2022. He just barely missed out on playoff that year, if I remember correctly. Spieth kind of had similar numbers here with 5 top 20s in his last 6 starts, winning in 2015. But and Spieth also won here last year, didn't he? If I remember right.
No, Taylor Moore won last year.
Huh?
Taylor Moore won Innisbrook last year.
No, I didn't say he did win. I said Spieth almost won last year. He was in the running there late. Yeah,
he plays well here. He likes it. Yeah. That's the reason why he comes back all the time. Or he just likes the Hooters. I don't know.
I like Hooters. Mark. Sam Burns returns, looking to come off his looking to win his 3rd tournament title. And man, we haven't talked a lot about Sam. I know he's been on your card a little bit this year, but we haven't talked too much about Sam Burns in the last couple of weeks. Just because I feel like he's playing really well, but there's something going on where he just can't get to the top, right? Like, I don't know what it is. He either falters early in the tournament, early in the week, or something happens late in the weekend and something just takes him out of contention. And it's always just like that close for me watching him.
Yeah, you look at him last week at the Players Championship, just barely making the cut at 1 under, and then goes the 3rd round on moving day and shoots 64, which is great. He put himself, but then comes back and shoots. I think he shot 1 over par in the last round. So he's so up and down on the radar. It's crazy what he's doing. And like I said, we talk about this all the time. I'm friends with his caddy, Travis Perkins, and he told me the week before, going into the Players, he was really playing good. He's just making some of those small mistakes and not making putts, and that's just a minor thing. He's not making big numbers. His ball striking, if you look at his stats, has been pretty good. This week, you're going to have it, man. And like I said, Sam's not. After last week, he's not really on my card. But if there's anybody that knows this golf course better than Travis Perkins, he lives right there in that area. It's Adam Hadwin's caddy, Joey Cruz is a friend, right, and Travis Perkins. You look at those guys, but I certainly don't like the way Adam Hadwin played. I mean, his best shot last week was when he threw that club 100 yards in the water the 7-iron that he hit, which you want to look like an asshole, just do that on TV because it's not good. He got that.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great.
That was about a $20,000 fine. Trust me.
You know what? He doesn't care. I mean, he played better afterwards. He just got it out of his system.
He's Canadian, man. You know they're cheap.
Yeah, he's awesome. That's why he's so awesome, man.
Yeah.
And it was funny listening to because I was watching it live when that happened.
I was too.
It was funny hearing Tirico go. Can we get the track man on that? What
that was
like? What was the?
That was great. Yeah, that was great.
And then he had one was on at happy hour with Smiley the next day, and they were making fun of him about it. And he was like, yeah, I don't, whatever. I'm not going to make excuses for it. It is what it is. And they were like, well, it's certainly made for interesting television. I said, well, I hope I don't make interesting television anymore because it cost me a lot of money. So
yeah. So do you like the Smiley Kaufman on the going in Fridays with Smiley? I think that's pretty entertaining.
I do. No, I like it a lot because it's a break from the regular broadcast. And I'll be honest, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they do something with him either there or roaming the course, or they've got like their own channel for him, right? Kind of like the Manning cast, on Monday Night Football, where you can just go to an ESPN channel for him.
He's a play-by-play guy for sure.
No, I know.
He just does that on Friday, but he has his own podcast. Like,
sure.
It's actually pretty good. But I think it's even better when, you have that kind of, Kisner is funny. He has that kind of dry sense of humor a little bit. He's he'll jab at you without knowing he's jabbing at you. And they're such good friends. And then Smiley's is kind of this goofball, kind of like me and you, me and you. Yeah,
he should be on our show.
I thought it was great, and especially with Keith Mitchell was there. I mean, as much as Keith is on the list, I thought he was pretty good there. He was pretty funny, and
he's always good on the air. It's funny. I was going to bring up the Kevin Kisner thing because I haven't really paid attention to Kevin Kisner as a broadcaster because he's usually playing, right?
Yeah.
But no, dude, I thought for a minute I didn't know who it was. I was like, wait, who is this? Who is this? Because I didn't recognize his face. I didn't recognize his voice. But dude, I listened for probably 30 minutes and I was like, man, this guy's really good before I figured out who it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, screw golf. You're better at broadcasting than you are golf right now. You probably, so I had tweeted out I said, Kevin Kisner's got a huge future in broadcasting, blah, blah, blah. And my future ex-wife, Paige Sporonic, had tweeted the same exact thing at the same exact time. And her and I had a fun little back and forth about Kevin Kisner possibly performing our wedding ceremony for us if he can become ordained before that happens. And then, which means now I got to freaking go find Bryson DeChambeau and apologize to him for hitting on his girlfriend on Twitter.
Are they going out? Are they dating?
They're not dating, but they're filming videos together. So I kind of feel like, you know what I mean? Like, you haven't seen their videos they've been doing together? They're both posting stuff all over social media, hanging out, doing stuff together. And I'm like,
I could care less about those two weirdos.
Oh, I definitely care about her. I don't care about him, but I care about her a lot.
Well, she's going to be around the most popular people just because she's trying to build her deal.
We're falling in love very rapidly together with each other.
Oh, you guys talk a lot on social media?
Not a lot, not as much as I'd like to, but a little bit.
A lot. So, what do you consider like 2 to 3 times a day?
No, like 3 times a month, maybe.
Oh,
not as much as I interact with Maxie.
Oh, that's good.
I did tweet Maxie that I said, dude, you totally let me down this weekend because he had a terrible, terrible weekend.
What'd he say?
Shouldn't even have made the cut, right. And he was just like, man, they can't all be 10s. I said, we're not talking about my girlfriends. We're talking about your golf game here.
Find out if you need to give him a heads up, see if he's going to play Byron Nelson or.
Yeah, I'll find out. I'll find out, see if he'll be here for sure. But he's not playing this weekend in Palm Harbor, which disappointed me too. I kind of called him out on that too. But let's take a quick break. We'll get into the field, who's here, the odds, and all those guys that are there, and we'll basically bash their chances to win or prop up their chances to win because that's how we do things around here. We are From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. We'll be back after this.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about Turf Life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf Life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? It means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your Turf Life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to turflifeclub.com and become a turf head. That's what it's called when you live the turf life. You're now a turf head. And you can go join the club today, snag that window decal, or snag any other special Turf Life accessories and go over there to that website, which is turflifeclub.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that turf life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, turf life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, GetStarPower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there. Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new Fans Dream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7, day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to FanStream Sports. We are from the rough. I'm IndyCarTim. That is Johnny the Gerban, Gerbinator Gerber, PGA of America member.
Correct.
John Gerber, live from Hilton Head, South Carolina. Did I get it right that time?
Finally, you got it right. I mean, I don't blame you. I don't know where I'm at half the time anyway. So, I don't expect you to. When we talk on the phone, you ask where you at. I was like, man, I have no idea. I have no idea. I got no
clue where you are half the time.
Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo?
Where's Johnny? Yeah, forget where's Mills. We need to be playing where's Gerb.
And okay, I'm glad you said that. We got a Mills negotiation contract coming up.
We can't afford him.
It's either Monday, which is preferred.
They don't make enough Blue Moon for him.
Oh, I gave him plenty. He's on this 805 kick now, which is it's great. You had some 805, gave you some 8. You didn't like it?
I mean, I do. I don't like it as much as Blue Moon. I mean, I got you trying to feed me 805. I got Colby on the other side of the glass here, dipping his chicken wings in ketchup in front of me. I got all sorts of distractions happening here. I can't even focus on golf right now. And this is on the heels of me dipping soggy cookies in milk Monday night on our show live.
That was so awesome. That was so
it was awful.
It was awesome.
We had like 300 people watching that damn show live that were just waiting.
That was just
because awesome. I teased it so hard last week that we were doing it, and
it was great. It was great.
I still got soggy Oreo flavor in my mouth. It's gross.
Well, you've had a lot worse in your mouth, so let's just
next show, Johnny.
I know. I told you I'm fired up.
For those of you wanting to hear more about stuff like that, make sure you tune into the Colby Sapp and IndyCarTim show Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central right here on FanStream Sports and on YouTube. And then later the next day on your favorite podcast app, because we're kind of idiots, and that's what we do, even more so than me on this show. If you think I'm an idiot on this show,
this is PG.
You guys got to, this is the responsible me, okay?
Thank you.
Just wait tune into the Colby Sapp and IndyCarTim show on FanStream Sports, and you'll see the real me.
Nancy and Jerome appreciate you being responsible on this show, I promise.
Man, I try. I got to be the voice of reason on this show because you pull us off into the ditch so much.
Hey, man, that's you drive the car. You ever see me drive a car? I'm not very good at it. I'm not.
I know. I saw what happened to your Jeep.
That wasn't my fault.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to say
story. Let's move on to the next story.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the 2024 Valspar Championship field and the odds. Johnny, you know who the favorite is this week?
The favorite is probably Xander, be my guess.
It is Xander at 8-1, according to, I believe they get their stuff from
8-1. No
Caesars.
way.
Yeah, 8-1 is Xander as the favorite. Again, he's coming off that disappointing loss last week and kind of probably has a little something to prove, right? And he doesn't play poorly here very often. So I kind of get it. Looking at some of the other guys that are in the field, I can't argue that he's going to be the favorite.
It could go both ways. Like, you're coming off a loss like that, playing pretty solid for the most part, as much as we've kind of bagged on him in the first segment. It could go both ways. Really, it really could go both ways. You ride that momentum of a player that's had an opportunity to win, or you just disappointing in winning, and you kind of have that law and that down. So, it could go both ways, but certainly for my money at 8-1, there's no chance. I mean, if he goes on the win, okay, cool. But
hadn't made any money though.
It's just hard. It's just hard. You risk too much. You risk too much to make $800.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sam Burns at 12-1. He, like we just talked about it, he experienced a huge up and down week at the Players. 3 rounds in the 70s with a 65 mixed in between. Pretty successful West Coast swing for him, though. He's been mildly disappointing, like we talked about there in Florida. But if anything can happen here, things could change this week for him for sure. Finishing inside the top 30 in all 5 Valspar appearances he's had. It's very possible he could find his way into contention here this week. 12-1, again, not a huge value whether he wins or not. So a lot of these top guys, that's why you won't see them on Johnny's card, just because there's not an opportunity to make a lot of money regardless of the odds that they win, right?
Yeah, correct. I mean, like I said, there's no one knows this golf course better than Sam Burns and his caddy, Travis Perkins. So, 12-1, I don't like the way, as optimal scoring conditions that was last week and everyone was going low. Sam Burns just didn't have that gear to go low. And again,
right.
You can't switch it on at this golf course. It's just not a place that you can say, hey, listen. But that being said, you don't have to go super low this week. You just have to eliminate the mistakes. You got to eliminate the alligators. You got to eliminate the balls in the water, and you got to eliminate going to Hooters.
Definitely, you need to eliminate that. Also at 12-1, Justin Thomas. Man, he's either been really good this year or really bad this year.
Yeah.
He missed the cut at Genesis and the Players, right? Those are his 2 missed cuts this year when he's played. But there's a chance he could find his form again here. He wants to get better. He wants to get more consistent before he hits Augusta. All these guys do. So they're going to be, I feel like everybody's going to be treating this like they're warm, even though it's 3 weeks away. They're going to be kind of treating this in competition golf for their warm up, right?
But if you look at it a little bit, not really their warm up, I think the guys will play a little bit. The golf course is maybe a warm up, but then they have to take 2 weeks off. But I look at Justin Thomas in a sense that, he hasn't fared well on tough golf courses. So Riviera and the Players Championship, he hasn't fared well. So you're going into this week as another very difficult golf course. I just don't see it 12-1, having those odds and having some opportunity. Like I said, if these guys want to get some reps, I don't think they go into it this week looking at that, because if they want to get reps and they're taking 2 weeks off, I think going down the road, San Antonio, Houston will be a little bit more of a judgment or barometer from these guys to see who plays. I really think Houston and San Antonio is going to get a little bit better field. The golf course, there's nothing like Augusta, but it's certainly how it runs out and the undulation of the greens. The next 2 weeks certainly is a better test and preparation for Augusta as it is to Innisbrook. But again, you look at Justin Thomas, man, he's played poorly on very difficult golf courses, and it's a very difficult golf course this week.
Jordan Spieth comes in at 14-1. His last 4 starts, Johnny, are missed cut, T30, DQ, and T6. Kind of sums up his whole experience, right? Like that range of things, of finishes, because you just never know with him, man. I can't explain Jordan Spieth anymore.
I hate to say this, it's said a million times. I hate to quote Forrest Gump, but he's like a box of chocolates, man. You just never know what you're going to get, dude. You just not. And the thing with Jordan, though, is his short game and his putting is so magnificent. If he can just keep it, between the uprights just a little bit, then he's going to have an opportunity. But this golf course is, as much as he loves it, but I don't think he's ever went into this tournament striking as poorly as he has. So
he just looks bad. He looks bad playing golf right now.
And Jordan's just talking too much, man. He's just talking too much. He's
always done that, though.
Yeah, but the better he plays, the less he talks. So it's just him. Listen, trust me, I know it. I'm going through it right now. I'm dog cussing everything that moves. Damn gnats and everything. Alligators and gnats. I can't. I fell in the alligator pond today playing golf, and it was very scary. We have no pictures of it to post during the show. We have nothing. The competition on those people that jump on logs and run on the logs, I'm certainly not going to qualify for that because I had to put some logs down to go over and hit my ball this afternoon playing golf. And I for whatever reason, it was about 5 feet across. And for whatever reason, I made it over, and I'm pretty good on my feet. Unfortunately, coming back the other way, it just didn't work out. It just did not work out. And I face planted into an alligator pond where we could literally see 15 feet away, maybe a 12-foot alligator with little babies. And when you hear that, it's just not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. I didn't make par either. But luckily, it was the 16th hole. And the only thing it really hurt was my ego. So, you
don't have one of those.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. So that was our little story. This is a little bit more in depth than that, but certainly the log rolling contest that you see on ESPN, I will not be an entry on one of those. Especially
not wearing soft spikes, I bet. Probably couldn't have helped your traction, right?
No, so that wouldn't have mattered. I could have had nails on and it wouldn't have mattered. Trust me, it wouldn't have mattered. But and I had a white pullover on too. So that's probably a bad look.
Tony Finau and Cameron Young both come at 22-1. You might see Tony Finau on my card here coming up here.
I don't know why.
Well, I might tell you why. I probably won't because I don't even know why. Because I wanted to find somebody that I thought around that odds. I didn't want to go with one. I was going to go Xander until I saw he was only 8-1. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. That's too obvious. And
if you put Xander on your card anytime this year, we will never do another show after last week. Mm-hmm.
Well, you keep putting what's his face on your card, and he keeps costing you money.
Taylor Montgomery.
Yes, Taylor Montgomery. Every freaking week.
But he's an up and coming rising star.
Okay, so's Tony Finau.
Tony Finau is 107 years old.
He is not. He's 107 inches high.
He's got 7 kids. 7 kids.
That's his wife's problem. 25-1. We've got Brian Harmon. Remember that guy? And Sung J M at both 25-1. Thoughts on Harmon recovering this week?
Yeah, again, it's this kind of similar situation to Xander. Is he going to, ride the momentum of playing well, or is he just going to be disappointed on that he didn't win the golf tournament? Harmon's a grinder. I don't know. That you're asking me a question that I really can't answer, and I'm not going to BS my way through it. We'll find out. We'll really find out. I think when it comes to the gambling part, and Xander and Brian is the same way, there's so much disappointment. How much are you really up for this week? Right? I mean, really, I hate to say it that way, but these guys, that's the way they are. It's probably their last week before they get to Augusta. So how much are they really going to really grind on and build that momentum? It took a lot out of them last week to be in contention and not win. And, as a human being, as a person, as a competitor, how do you build that back up? A lot of guys just kind of go through the motions, and a lot of guys continue to kind of, build on it. So, I don't know. I really didn't like them. I mean, I really firmly believe they're only they have short odds is just because that they think they played well last week. And you don't have to make a ton of birdies out here at Innsbruck. And I think being a tactician is a little bit more important than riding the momentum.
Sung JM at 25-1. I think what he does here over the next few weeks is going to be pretty interesting because he's been great in the Masters in 3 appearances.
Yeah,
I think his worst finish around 15th or 16th or something, and then we know he was runner-up. What was it, pandemic year 2020? But he needs to find something with his game, I think, if he's going to make that happen. His best finish so far this year, T5 at the Century. And let's see, his next best finish since that T18 at the Arnold Palmer. So, we'll see what the Copperhead course has in store for him this weekend. Minwoo Lee 33-1. Nick Taylor 35-1. The Duran Duran bass player Nick Taylor 35-1.
Man, watch it 35-1. That's great value for Nick Taylor, a guy that's played well last week. I mean, he's one of the best ball strikers on the PGA Tour. 35-1. I mean, he's not on my card, but look at value. Yeah, great value for everyone out there that's listening. Great value, and maybe put him in a top 10 or something like that. I just need to see a little bit more out of Nick Taylor. It's just for me personally.
Yeah, for sure.
So, he's another Canadian that you love, and it wouldn't be surprising. I haven't seen your card, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's on your deal. It might be all Canadians this week for you, right?
Well, Max isn't playing, and John Daly's not playing. And for some reason,
John Daly's playing. He's just not in the tournament. I promise.
Not playing in the tournament. Couldn't find odds on him. For some reason, Jack Nicklaus isn't playing this week. I tried to find odds on him to win this thing too.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why he's not, but that's fine.
I know he's on your list too for some weird reason. You got some weird guys on your list, man.
Well, you can't step on Superman's cape.
No.
Hey, I'm a pretty easy guy to deal with, but when you do just like certain dumb shit, that just bothers me.
How many times have I been on your list? If that's the criteria,
you're never on the list because I don't have that high expectations of you.
You're a smart man, Johnny.
I know.
You gotta. You know what? Your list, I just got a lot more respect for your list based on the criteria that you've got for it.
That's it.
That's amazing. All right, we're going to take our last break of the show, and then on the other side, we'll have everyone's favorite part, Johnny's winning picks for the 2024 Valspar Championship at Innisbrook Copperhead, and you'd also have to suffer and fight through my picks first. But we have a treat for my picks. For the first
next show, please. Next show.
You have a treat this week. For the first time ever, I've made a screen graphic for my picks.
I want to see it. I'm looking. You haven't showed it to me because you said, "Oh, I want to show it to you on it." So I want to see it.
Yeah, we teased it last week. I think on Monday or Wednesday. I don't remember when it was. Probably Wednesday. I was like, everybody likes Johnny's screen thing that I make. Everybody comments on how cool it looks, how informative it is. I'm like, wait, I do picks too. I should put mine on the screen, right? So I came up with something goofy. We'll cover that on the other side. We are from the rough right here on FanStream Sports. We'll be back after this.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. Star Power has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. Star Power, where innovation meets home.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much, if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com. Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. You recognize this return music, Johnny?
I do. It's pretty good.
It's our old Drunk Sports podcast theme song.
What are we? You were 5 years from the first show. From what? When's the anniversary?
So it was the 17th, or the 17th earlier this week. The 5-year anniversary of the very first ever broadcast of the Drunk Sports podcast. Me and Lance on the top of a trash can in his garage with a $14 MP3 recorder. There was no video, of course, of any of this. Right. A $14 MP3 recorder that he bought off of Craigslist from some dude in Shreveport, and 2 $8 microphones that I bought on Amazon, and then a 12-pack of Miller Lite in.
Well, that's the key. That's the key.
Yeah.
12-pack.
It seems like the prevailing topic that night was his last name. Dorset?
Or Dorset.
Is it Dorset or Dorset? And if it's Dorset or whatever it is, how are you related to the great Tony Dorsett? Because he was Tony Dorsett when he was at Pitt in college. And just like Joe Theismann, when he came to the NFL, he changed his name because Joe is Joe Theismann when he was in Notre Dame. Yeah. So for some, that was just our drunk topic of discussion was, and then I swear Lance had some weird story that he made up off the top of his head about there's some record of his daddy taking some chick out behind the woodshed one night. And that's probably where on Tony Dorsett's side of the family or something. I'm like, I love you, Lance.
That was the beginning of the end of greatness. I don't know I don't know which part we are at yet. I think it's a little bit of both. But it was certainly those days of, the greatest businesses in the world and the greatest opportunities in the world are something that you just love to do. Mm-hmm. And it certainly, that's how you guys started. And, for me you guys, I think what was it? What were you guys do? 5 or 6 shows before Lance called me?
Probably. Yeah.
In the first 6 or 7 shows after that, you hated me for a month because you thought I was the most.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was. I didn't really know you, and then we had you on our
Was it Masters?
No, it was it was Jack's tournament. We're doing that. That's why we had you on.
That's right.
Muirfield Valley.
That's so great.
Because I called it Muirfield Valley on the air because I was drunk, and then Johnny because you were on the phone, you weren't with us.
Yeah.
And Lance turned and looked at me with these huge eyes. He's like, nope, that's not right. And you went right over it though. You were the consummate professional, and you went right on about it until after the show. Then I think you texted Lance. You're like, I don't know who that dude is, but he's dead to me.
That is true.
And then 6 weeks later, me and you were doing a golf show together.
Yeah. And we met like at his in Fort Worth.
Yeah, at the dinner, at Stacy's dinner. Yeah.
And you kept asking everybody, why does he have sunglasses on? And
dude, you wore your sunglasses at dinner.
It was sunny out. We were outside. We were outside.
We were inside.
No, we weren't.
At a table with 30 people, and you're literally sitting across from me, and I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't want to talk to my wife. We're already done pretty much, at that point. I'm just like, there's no hot chicks here. There's this dude across the table from me munching on all my chips and hot sauce. I don't even have any chips and hot sauce. He's wearing his sunglasses, acting like he's a better golfer than everybody. He's over there tabulating scorecards and yardage markers in his head. I can tell what he's doing already.
And now 3 years later, here we are.
How great is that? Good times, Johnny. Well, it is that time of the show everybody enjoys, and it is time for get our music going here. It is time for a first time ever here, Johnny. As everybody knows, Johnny does his picks. All the winners, all the top 10s, all the top 20s, his ham sandwich, long shot. All I do is one winner, one top 10, and one top 20. Mine are for entertainment purposes only. I have no background in doing this. I just started doing this because Johnny was doing his picks, and I thought, let's start making picks. So I started doing it. Sometimes I hit, sometimes I don't. I don't have nearly the knowledge Johnny does. His are all very educated picks. Mine are mostly not educated picks, obviously. But sometimes I hit, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. It's awesome when I do. I almost hit last week with Wyndham Clark.
You're getting better. I will tell you, you're getting better. I will say you're getting better. Now,
I'm learning from you.
I want to see the screen. This little. I'm curious to see how you.
All right, here we go. It even says entertainment purposes only. Please, no wagering on my pick.
Your PGA Frisco hat sets it all off. I promise you. That is great.
You like that? You gave it to me.
Yeah,
I know.
That is good.
And you see, I have a surprised look kind of on my face to indicate I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here. I'm just looking at my own picks going, what was I thinking when I did all of these? I don't even know.
This is great.
So, Johnny, we'll go backwards. Doug Gim is in my top 20 at plus 190. I really liked what he did last week. I didn't know a lot about him. They talked about him quite a bit in some of the earlier rounds on the ESPN Plus broadcasts. He was in some of the featured groups that I watched on Thursday and Friday, and kind of got to know a little bit more about him and things and strengths of his game. And again, I haven't watched him hardly at all except for those couple of rounds. But for the odds that I see here and from some of the people that are other people that are picking him, I did find out he's got 6 straight top 16 finishes, including last week the Players. He's kind of just now getting his footing going, right, on the PGA Tour. He's just kind of starting out, I guess. Hadn't been out very long. He's only 27.
He's 3 years. Yeah, 3-year guy out there.
Yeah, so it looks like his ball striking has improved each season he's been on the tour. Almost said in the league. On the tour, he total strokes gained 6th and 7th in strokes gained tee to green over the last 3 months. So he's playing well right now, even for him. So I liked him in the top 20 at plus 190. Not a huge value, but I just liked the pick. My top 10 at plus 350, Mr. Nick, not the bass player from Duran Taylor. He is Canadian. Definitely not Coldplay. Give me Duran over Coldplay any day. Nick Taylor, the great from the great country of Canada. Fellow Canadian, Je m'appelle Timm et toi. So Nick Taylor.
Are you allowed to say that on it? What does that mean?
Je m'appelle Timm et toi.
Oh, is it?
Says,
hey, how you doing?
Says, I want to look inside your drawers.
We can't
No,
do that.
doesn't mean that. It says my name is Tim. What's yours in French? That's what that means.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, again, he had a pretty decent week last weekend. Fell off the pace late, ended up finishing T26. But I feel he's got two areas of his game that I feel will do well at Innisbrook. And again, I don't have your knowledge, so this could be completely off. But from what I've seen, approach, play, and putting seem to be what will get you going at Innisbrook. Copperhead. So he's not excelled, but he's done well in both of those areas. So I liked Nick Taylor a lot at plus 350. And then the pick that's sort of kind of a shot in the dark for me. It's not necessarily a throw in the dart blindfolded at the wall, but I didn't want to pick any of the favorites, right? Like I told you, I wanted to pick Xander, but why? I mean, it's just kind of a give up pick, right? It just looks stupid to pick him for something like this. So I went with Tony Finau at 28-1. And you had a problem with this.
Yeah, problem is simple. You can fix a problem. I had a huge problem with this. Like, how do you pick Tony Finau? How do you pick Tony Finau like when the guy has just played terrible? Like
he's not playing terrible.
Yes, he is. His strokes game tee to green is really bad. Like I said, it's not a get right week. All the stuff that Tony Finau has been going through, he's got a lot of stuff he's getting sued, a lot of personal stuff that's going on.
Yeah, he does that, yeah.
And I'm a huge Finau fan. I really am. I just don't think it's a great golf course for him. I really don't. So listen, good for you to step out on a limb and pick a guy that's 28-1. Doug Gim is a good pick. You might see him on our card when we start reviewing it. Nick Taylor is a really good pick. You picked him because he's Canadian, but no one picks Canadians. It's just not we just.
He's also a PGA Tour golfer, sir.
Okay,
doesn't matter what country he's from.
Does he wear glasses at dinner?
God, I hope not. Canadians have better manners than that.
Well, he ain't as cool as we are. So there you have it.
Next time you and I go to a bar, I'm going to wear sunglasses inside.
You wear sunglasses all the time inside your biker stuff.
I do, man. When I'm all bikered up, I got sunglasses.
Oh yeah,
up my butt.
Oh yeah.
All right, you ready for yours? You ready to explain yourself here, sir?
Let's do it.
All right, Johnny's Picks is always brought to you by Golf Central Magazine. Head over to golfcentralmag.com for the latest issue. It just came out. The latest issue did. You can go to golfcentralmag.com, enter your email address in to get free copies sent to your inbox each month. It's not just golf, it is travel, it is philanthropy, it is lifestyle. Lots of good stuff going in. The Golf Cart Girl of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Bachelorette of the Month. They've got food reviews, drink reviews, all sorts of stuff happening over there at golfcentralmag.com. Go check them out. Thank you, Shannon, and thank you, Terry. We love you guys. Who's on your card, Johnny?
Boy, what a great week. Speaking of Terry and Shannon, home week for them. They're going to be out at the Valspar Championship all week. I mean, this is, I wish I was there because it's really cool. And our partner, JP Peterson, is going to be doing his show out there all week.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I love this week. If you look at our picks, this is a ball striker's paradise. If you're not striking the ball and you're a little bit off on your ball striking, this place is going to eat you up. You got the snake pit. You're going to get bit a few times. That being said, as much as I've had this guy on our card and we don't know why, this guy's going to win at some point. Cameron Young at 25-1. He's the ultimate ball striker. He's not the best putter on the PGA Tour. I think getting some knowledge with his new caddy, who knows this golf course pretty well, I think he's going to be able to read the greens. It's his only struggle is putting. Ball striking wise, this guy's top 10 in ball striking on the PGA Tour. That's why I like Cameron Young at 25-1. Sungjae M at 28-1. We talked about him a little bit earlier. He knows this area very well. He spent a lot of time down in Tampa before he moved out. This guy just likes to play golf. This guy is one of the premier ball strikers on the PGA Tour. He loves this place. He's played it a lot. I think his course knowledge and I think his ball striking is really gonna help him out. And in our second spot at 28-1. Keegan Bradley, 40-1. I really have to like this if I'm going to pick Keegan Bradley.
Yeah,
one of the best
that's kind of shocking.
Best ball strikers on the PGA Tour. It's a long golf course. It's very demanding off the tee. This guy has it in spades. One of the best drivers of the golf ball on the PGA Tour. Getting value at Keegan Bradley at 40-1. He knows the grass. He knows the course. I really like him in this spot. Ham sandwich pick this week. This is a double ham sandwich. This might have a little cheese on it. Might have a little onions. This is a big spot. 250-1. 250-1. 25 dimes if you win this bet. Justin Lauer. Ohio guy, grinder, great ball striker. That's all I need to say. 250 to 1. He's been playing great. I'm not going to predict this guy's going to win, but this guy is an ATM machine. I don't think he's missed a cut all this year, has he? I don't think he has.
I don't think so.
He's really solid, man. And I really think, when you don't have to have 20 under par to win a golf tournament, and you can, if it's under double digits, 250 to 1 as well. This guy's playing. I like him for that value. Two top 10 picks this week, as always. New up and rising star on the PGA Tour. We talk about him in the same category as the Taylor Montgomery and Chris Gotterup. Davis Thompson plus 400. I really like him at plus 400, finishing in that top 10. Second pick this week, Asta Batia plus 750. Again, he won already. Really good on this type of grass. I don't think the wind's going to blow, but he's a great driver of the golf ball. He can keep it in front of him. Not going to make a lot of mistakes. So I really like him at that value at 750. Two top 20 picks this week. I don't know where you got your 190 for Doug Gim to finish in the top 20, but I got it in 290. So wherever you're playing and find your picks, you need to fire them and get on what we're talking about. That extra $100 means a lot.
That'd make a big difference. Yeah.
It means a lot. I got him at plus 290 to finish in that top 20. And our last pick this week to finish in that top 20, Sam Ryder plus 320. He played really well last week at the Players Championship until he made 107. He made a huge number on, I believe it was 17 or 16. Like the guy couldn't get it forward. So he made a big number, but he's playing well. And I really liked his value at plus 320 to finish in that top 20. So that's what we got this week. Listen, we deserve some good luck after last week. I'm telling you guys, we're going to be ready. I like the golf course. We've had some winners here before. That's our pick this week. We're going to have some matchups this week, and I'm going to get a lot more insight from some of my guys that are on the grounds. Maybe JP tomorrow after we do the JP Peterson show when he's doing a show live out there at Innisbrook.
Very good. So there are your picks, boys and girls. Make sure you look out for Johnny's picks every Wednesday morning on social media. Johnny sends me those, and I make them all look pretty in the little graphic like that, and we send those out on the X machine at J Gerber PGA Pro. I am at IndyCarTim. The show is at From the Rough PGA. And also on the network X account, which is at FanStream DSP. And then you can also find it on our accounts on Instagram. You can find it on our accounts on Threads. And, of course, over on Facebook at both of our personal accounts. Just about anywhere you can find it every Wednesday morning so you can have time to get your picks in and make your bets. Call whoever it is you need to call to handle up on that. And then also Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings, look out for Johnny's matchups in the same places on social media. One of these days, as we keep promising it, we're going to do a Saturday morning.
We will.
Weekend preview show.
It's coming.
I tried to do it Saturday because I didn't have anything else going on, and I got a big fat nope from Johnny because he was too busy. I'm not gonna speculate on what he had going on that Saturday morning, but it sounds like someone was cooking him breakfast. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, look for Johnny's picks on Saturdays with some explanations. I'll put another graphic out just like I do on all over social media. One of these days we'll jump online to talk about it live if that ever happens. We will be back on Monday to recap the 2024 Valspar Championship. And until then, boys and girls, y'all keep hitting them at least somewhat straight, JT.
Awesome.